Why you raining? You make me so wet. I'm gonna die. I'm still sick. It's like 2 weeks now.
Daniel, did you go to the doctor?
No. Last time I went to the doctor, it cost me like 300 bucks. I don't know why I'm going to get this shot, but I feel like it's a needed shot. Let's go get it. Let's hope the microphone doesn't get wet. Plus, I mean, we haven't been outside in a while. So hey guys, welcome to Tiny House Customs. I'm Dan. In today's video, we're gonna build some kitchen cabinets, but not like normal kitchen cabinets that are in like a normal house, but kind of like kitchen cabinets that are in a normal house. But you'll see, it'll all make sense soon. So disclaimer, I'm not a cabinet maker. Cabinet maker is like an elite thing. I'm not that. This is the extent of my like cabinetry. Just like a really rough built-in unit. I mean, this is generally what I'm gonna be building, but instead of using pieces of plywood that are $20 each, I'll be using this walnut plywood that is $100 a sheet. I bought 4 sheets, which should be plenty to do the entire kitchen plus some. And then later down the road, I've got these 5 sheets of birch plywood, which will be painted white. These will be my built-ins for my washer, dryer, my closet, and all that stuff. Most of it's gonna get covered up with other things. So I've already pre-finished one side of these 4 sheets. I have the other side to do. I was thinking of doing it after I cut them to length and width, so that if I do scratch it on my table saw, I can kind of work it out and get it all smooth. But I did use General Finishes Armor Seal, which was graciously sent out by them. So to be completely honest with you about Armor Seal, I was running low on this stuff. I probably got about that much, and I still got to do the other sides of these. And instead of bugging Armor Seal, I went out to the store and I picked up another gallon. It's just a great quality product. It gives an absolutely beautiful finish. The camera never ever, I mean, it kind of captures it, but the camera doesn't do this finish justice. You can kind of, I'll be like a Wrangler star. I will only endorse products that I would have used regularly. And that seems to be the trend. I find a product I like, I reach out to the company, and they either say, get lost, Dan, we don't need you, or they send it to me. Okay, what else was I doing out here? The rain, though, is going to ruin today's video severely. Why are you still raining? When I went and picked these up at the lumberyard, I had him rip them to a more manageable width for me. I should have did the math before I went so he could rip them, because he did an extremely nice job ripping these perfectly straight, and I'm not going to be that lucky. I could honestly probably build these entire cabinets in about 2 to 3 hours. Wow, you are sexy. I don't know. You won't see this mug on your TV ever. So this is where my kitchen's going. You've seen this before, but I will explain it again real quick. I'm gonna have the refrigerator right here. I will have a little bit of space there. I'll have the sink, dishwasher, and stove. I kind of want this refrigerator to be kind of built in. I definitely need to give it space around it, like the manufacturer recommends, so the fridge can breathe and it works properly. So while I'm doing this whole project, I've already taken those numbers into consideration to make sure that I have that breathable space. Plus, I'm going to put some holes through the floor so it gets additional air so I don't overheat the fridge. Overheat a fridge? Can you even do that? I mean, let's just light it up, you know? Daniel. So I'm no artist, and I don't really ever do this, but I'm going to just draw out what I'm going to do. All right, so we've got our kitchen. Oh, yeah, I'm not a drawer. Yep, bad drawing. First thing I need to do is I need a piece that comes up, over, and comes down. It's going to hold the refrigerator. Oh, God, you're such a bad drawer. Okay, good. And then over in this corner, we have that, like, 2-foot wide stove. Oh, now you're going to spell. That's even better. Woo, gosh. And then over here, we've got the dishwasher. Now the dishwasher, I want to encase that as well. So I need another piece that goes right here. And I need another piece that goes right here. And then I got to figure out where my sink's going to go. But I'm going to have another piece that comes up. These 3 pieces are going to be the same length. And then I'll have a piece that comes across. Bam, which will be a little bit lower than my countertop height. It'll tie it all together. It doesn't need to be a full piece. But since I'm, you know, extravagant, I'm going to use a full piece. And then underneath the sink, I need to do kind of like a toe kick section right there. I think it's going to be like 4 inches. I'll probably check some numbers, but it's probably going to be like 4 inches by maybe 4 inches deep. and that'll be sealed up completely. I could put a drawer in there so I could store some stuff, but I'm not that like crazy about the space. Now this whole section right here has nothing in it. I could do some pull-out drawers, you know, or I could do a cabinet door that opens up and I have shelves. But since my kitchen is so small, I want to have more counter space. So what I'm going to do is build a rack, basically, that's on wheels, made out of metal and wood. It will pull out. It'll be like right here, but I'll grab a handle, I'll pull it out. It'll be a butcher block top with storage inside this way. It won't be as deep versus going that way. You following me? It'll be shallower, so it'll be easier to get to stuff, and it'll have all the storage. And I was thinking about putting my trash can inside of that unit. Might do a little trap door thingy where you cutting produce, you can throw the stuff into the trap door, put the lid on it. Mwah! So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. Very easy. And then up top here I have a range vent that's going to go up there. Are we still with me? You still with me? Please stay with me. Please. Okay. But I got that range vent right there. I'm going to build another little cabinet thingamajiggy that's going right here. And then there'll be a wall that goes behind. I probably won't film that because that's just a lot of work. This is literally like double the work right there. Again, it is raining and I don't want to get my wood wet. I've been known to want to get it wet, but I'm worried about you. So step one is I'm going to get the rip lengths, so the width off the wall. I'm going to get those lengths, and then I'm going to get lengths of pieces. So these 3 pieces that go around the fridge are going to be the same rip. Now, one thing I didn't take into consideration earlier was that I got to plug it in. I mean, I did. I put an outlet back there, but the outlet ends up being right where like the thickest part of the fridge is. I could have made this tighter. I think you need that air gap behind the fridge to make it work properly. So this is going to ensure that I have that. Now I want the cabinets to come flush with the front of this. So when the doors open, it doesn't get affected. So right here, I know you can't see it, but see my fingers right there? It's not getting pinched. Good, right there. Now if you're going to do this, I would plug it in and check it to make sure you're good. Or you can check the numbers online, but I never trust those. Never do. So I've got 27.5 inches to where I want to be. All my trim that's going to go on the front or the face of these cabinets is going to be 1 inch thick. So the rip here is 26.5 inches. 26.5 inches and 1/2 inches rip. Rest in peace. And then the height. I want my side pieces to run past that top piece. So if I have that plywood run into it like this, I won't see that joint. The countertop will go on top of it. It'll be, like I said, that trim I'm putting on here is 1 inch thick, but it's also going to be 1 inch wide, so a 1x1 piece of material. So measuring to the top of this, I have 60 inches. Well, I actually have 59 7/8. So let's go 61 1/8, which would bring me to a 1/4 inch above this. The trim will be a 1/4 inch above. Good. 61 1/8. The fridge is going right here. I need to figure out this width right here. I'm going to have this piece come right into it. It'll be seamless maybe. It'll probably be seamless. Then my trim will come down and cover that up. I had to come up with a clever way to kind of make it look like I didn't screw up. I ended up getting a larger fridge than I had originally anticipated, so I got to kind of hide my mistake, and I think this will be a clean way of doing that. So that top piece is going to be 27 1/8. I got to minus the 3/4 on both sides because that piece is going to be inset on that. So that's 1.5 inches. 25 5/8. Peanut wants to come inside.
That is f***ing raining.
Do not scratch on my door.
It's f***ing pouring.
Now the stove, I was going to put it tight to this wall, but I put it over here and I opened the door and this rubbed up against here. So that would look tacky, you know, after doing that 100 times, you'd end up with like this little circle right there. Stupid looking. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of trim right here and bump this off 1 inch, losing 1 inch of wonderful storage. It's probably a cubic foot right there of lost space. Woo! Yeah, that'll look good. I'll do an L out of some trim, slide that in there. It'll be perfect. So that's good. I think I'm going with 1 1/4 inch granite. I don't even know. I'm kind of guessing at this stage. But I think 1 1/4 inch is a safe bet. And I want it to be flush with this. 36 1/4 is total. Minus 1 1/4 is 35. Minus 3/4 is 34 1/4. 3 at 34 1/4. The dishwasher. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of shit for putting a dishwasher in my house, because this is a lot of like kitchen storage. But you know what? If you buy the house and you don't want the dishwasher, I'll build you some nice custom cabinets that you can use how you well please. I'll keep the dishwasher. I mean, it is $1,000. I want the trim to be flush with this edge here, 22 1/4. It's gonna be the rip. What did I say? You said it 6 times and you don't remember? 23 1/4 minus an inch, 22 1/4. Rest in peace. So all these numbers give me this piece, this piece, this piece, not that piece, this piece, and this piece. I'd like this piece. I'd like to know that one.